Hi there. In this video, I'm going to go through using typical affiliate landers from somewhere like Pure Lander or your own landing pages that you've created or ripped from somewhere, how to upload those via FTP and use them on a landing page server. If you don't have a landing page server and you want one, I have a separate video on setting one up on Vultr or DigitalOcean using Cloud Panel for about $10 per month. So go check that video out if you need some guidance there. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to download some basic HTML pages, how you would edit these to add our JavaScript and change the click-through links, then upload those to your server and use them within a funnel. So within FunnelFlux, I'm just starting here with kind of a blank funnel with an end test offer that I'm going to. What I want to do is now create some landers. So I'm going to go through to Pure Lander, and if you're not sure what Pure Lander is, it's just a basic repository of typical affiliate landers. They're very basic and arguably quite ugly, but they're there for those of you who need help with basic HTML templating, where you just want to download something simple and then modify it afterward. It's quite useful for that. You can go to the partner marketplace within FunnelFlux and then landing pages to see information on these here and check their details, go through the link to access it, and so on. Okay, so moving on to Pure Lander, I'm going to go through landing pages here. I just want to download two basic ones. So for vertical, let's do, say, gaming and apply. I think the categories here are not very good. It shows almost everything anyway. Let's just use this one here, this very basic one. So use this. Okay, let's call this test page 1. Doesn't need a folder. I'm going to click generate. It's generating. Okay, it's very sort of basic template here and some sort of visual editor. I don't really care about that, so I'm going to click save. But what I want to do is download the HTML. So I'm going to click download. I don't need to compress and minify it. That might make it more difficult to actually edit and understand the code. So I'm just going to download the normal version. Okay, there you can see it's downloaded here. What I then want to do is go back home and let's get a second one. So let's take, let's go to page 4 and let's pick one of these random ones. Okay, let's pick this one here. Okay, let's call this test page 2. Okay, and likewise, I want to download this template. Okay, so those are both downloaded. Now, I don't need to do anything else in Pure Lander. I'm just using it for downloading some basic HTML. Now I'm going to go back to FunnelFlux here, and what I need to do is I need to add these landing pages, right? So the first thing I should do is extract them locally and then upload them via FTP. So if I go here to downloads, I can see these two zip files here, but I kind of need to extract them. Well, one of them is very big for some reason. Let's open this directory. So I'm going to go to downloads. Okay, and let's extract this zip file here. Extract, there we go. Okay, so this is the extracted folder. You can see CSS images and so on here. Great. Delete that zip file. This other one is quite large for some reason, not quite sure why. Okay, let's extract all here. Okay, now I can delete the zip file. Oh, it's 194 kilobytes. I was thinking it was 194 megabytes for some reason. Okay, so we have here the CSS, we have images, we have the HTML, and so on. So what I can now do is upload these to my my landing page host here, landers.onlyforyou.pro. Let's create one directory here called page 1. Go into it. Let's upload one of these. So select all of these and upload. Let's go back here and create page 2. Okay, and now we will open this other one and upload all of these. Okay, so they're now uploaded. Let's test that they actually work. So if I go to Cloud Panel here, actually I can go to sites, then landers.onlyforyou. You can see the domain here, so I can click it to load it. Now I can go to page 1. It's technically index.html, but I can just leave that out because it's going to automatically load it. You can see here it loads this, great, but this link goes to google.com. and page 2 loads this, and the link goes to google.com. So we need to edit these, right, and actually update them. Okay, so one way to do this would be to go back here. To make your life a little bit easier, you could make page 1 and page 2 here to kind of mirror what you're doing on the server. Let me just copy these to page 1 and copy these to page 2. Okay, now I'll delete these. Okay, great. So now what we want to do is add FunnelFlux JavaScript tracking to these and set the action links. So I can go to page 1, edit index.html. I can just use this with any sort of text editor. You can check my other videos for guidance on what editors to use here. I'm just going to use Notepad. Okay, and so don't save that. So here we have the page. You can see it says this was made using Pure landing page generator. I can delete this comment. Okay, here what I need to do is change this google.com link here and add our JavaScript. So coming back to FunnelFlux, what I can do is go to Settings and Tracking Codes. Under JavaScript tracking, I want to get this JavaScript tag. We want to put this in head. So up here, before this ending head, I'm going to hit enter and paste this here. Now I would highly recommend you use actual editors for doing this, which have syntax highlighting and are able to see common mistakes. For example, if I accidentally broke the head here, for example, it could break things, and you'll have the actual editor itself highlighting that in red and saying, you have a problem. Okay, so that's the JavaScript, and then for the action link, I want this one here. I'm going to replace this link here and save. Great. Now heading back to page 2, I'm going to do the same. So I want to edit a notepad. I'm going to delete these comments. You don't need to, but just cleaning it up. I'm going to change this to the action link, and then before head here, I want to paste the JavaScript from earlier. There we go, and save. Okay, so now both of those are updated. What I can do in FileZilla, since I updated to have page 1 and 2 here, now it's kind of easier to update because I can just select both of these, click and drag, and then I can tell it to overwrite everything, to update everything. Okay, so it's now currently uploading. I'll tick overwrite, always use this action, okay, and now it's going to replace all of those files. Great. Now if I go back here to the page from before, let's go to page 2. You can see here that when I hover this, it's now action 1 in the bottom left, or I can inspect it. I can see here it has track only for you action 1. So that's now what I want it to be. And as for our JavaScript, I can see it here in the head. So this page is definitely updated and has everything that we need in it. Now what I can do is add these to FunnelFlux. So coming back to FunnelFlux, going back to that funnel. Here I can click Create Asset. I want to create a lander. Let's call this just Cloud Panel Lander page 1. Call this page 1, save and create new. Now let's do page 2 and save. Now if I click add nodes, I can find these two landers here. I can connect them together, so I want the traffic node to go 100% to lander 1. I want that lander to then go to lander 2, and I want that to then go through to the offer. I can also click these, by the way, and I can just change the group name here, which is not editing the lander, it's editing this group inside the funnel. I can change these to page 1 and page 2. So this is basically the label within the funnel. It's not the page itself. Okay, and here I can also rename this to just offer 1. Okay, great. So that's a simple flow. Let's click save. Now that I have the JavaScript on those pages and I have the click-through link set, everything should work as expected. So if I click traffic, redirect links, and I just get whatever traffic source I'm using, open this in an incognito window. You can see this loads page 1. If I click continue, it loads page 2, and if I click continue, it goes through to the offer. So pretty straightforward in terms of how to use your landers. Hopefully this video has been helpful. and I'll see you in the next one.